Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to explain session number 2. We are in week 11 of natural science. We are studying topic 7, matter, materials and mixtures. And the lesson of today starts watching a video in YouTube. You need to copy these blue letters, okay, and paste here. I have prepared before, so this is the video that it will appear when you do it. And it says physical and chemical changes. If you remember, in the previous lesson we studied the physical changes. And today we are going to study the chemical changes. I'm going to explain the difference between them, but I prefer you to watch the video before to see if you can guess the difference, okay? It's a video where they are not going to talk, but it's just to see the different changes that happen all the time to them. You will see that at the end I tell you if it's physical or a chemical change. And maybe you guess the difference between them. The second part of this the instructions for today is to open your natural science book on page 101. So this is page 101, chemical changes. I'm going to explain, but if you want to listen to it in English, you can open your online book in your computer or in your mobile phone and listen to it. Here we go, chemical changes. Sometimes matter reacts with air, water, and other elements. Okay, if you remember, matter also changes in a physical way. That is the previous lesson that we studied, this one. Okay, but this time it says that it can change through chemical processes, that it can be with air, with water, and other elements. These reactions cause the matter to change into different matter. Okay, so do you remember the example that I gave you of my purse? When I do like this, when I bend it, I'm changing the physical form, but it's the same matter, okay? It's not bigger, it's not smaller, no, it's the same purse. But in chemical changes, it says that it can change this matter into a different matter, okay? Into different matter. So here, this matter is made of fabric, and when I do it again, it's the same material, okay? The matter is made of the same material, but here it says that it changes. How can it be produced? Well, we are going to study two different chemical changes, combustion and oxidation. Combustion, it says that when we burn paper, it's very small. Now, when we burn paper, there is a reaction called combustion. The paper changes into different matter and becomes ash. Do you think that it is possible to change the ash back into the paper? So, if you put a piece of paper here on the fire, the paper is going to disappear. So, this is an example of chemical change produced by combustion. And we don't see the paper anymore, but we have ash, and the ash disappears. So have you seen the difference between chemical and physical? In physical, we can bend a piece of paper, okay? We can bend a piece of paper, but we have the matter. But if we burn it, okay, we don't have the matter. It disappears. So this is the difference. And it says, do you think that it is possible to change the ash back into paper? What do you think? Let's study the other chemical change, oxidation. It says, if you leave your bike outside in the rain for a long time, the rain, the snow, the metal starts to turn brown and rough, and it's very dangerous to touch with your fingers, it's very dangerous. This isn't dirt, it's called rust. The metal reacts with water and air, oxygen, and changes into different matter, okay? Have you seen sometimes in the garden or in the playground some part that is metallic, okay, it's made of metal, turns into rust, okay, because of different things, as it says here, because of water, because of air, okay, and other elements. So it becomes a different matter. This is oxidation, in this case, that happens with metal and is produced because of water, mainly, and also air, oxygen mainly too. So once that we have seen that, we have finished studying the physical changes and the chemical changes. A quick review. The physical change, we studied two different ones. Change of state, like can happen with the water if we put it in the fridge, okay, from liquid to ice, and change of shape, okay, with a rubber. Okay, you can bend it, or plasticine, you can bend it, you can twist, you can play with it, and then it's going to get it change the shape, but it's the same matter, okay? But in chemical change, the difference is that the matter is not the same, it changes. And we have studied two processes, combustion and oxidation. Once that you have listened to me explaining the lesson, and now if you want, you can listen to the lesson in your online book, you have to open your activity book, because we are going to do exercises 4 and 5. In exercise number 4, it says that you have to complete the sentences with physical change or chemical change. You need to read the description and write if it's a physical or a chemical change. In exercise 5, you have to look at the photos and the same, say if they are physical or chemical changes in matter, and write a sentence following the example. This is a physical change because the matter changes shape, okay? This is a change because the matter, what happens with the matter? The same here and the same here, okay? This is the end of lesson number 2 of natural science for this week. Bye-bye, see you tomorrow.